Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Hobgoblin Build-A-Figure Wave Spider-Man. I know, we have had many Spider-Man figures over the years, but you know what? This one's pretty great. There's been a few really good ones in recent years here, and this one is one of those. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at him. As you can see, he comes in that standard window box packaging we've seen for all the recent Marvel Legends action figures, and the backside will show you all the figures in the wave, as well as their coordinating Build-A-Figure pieces for Hobgoblin. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at this guy outside of the packaging and take a look at him. So one of the things I love about this guy right out of the box is just how bright and colorful and vibrant he is. This guy just screams comic book superhero. Seriously, he's done in these amazing bright reds and blues on this figure. He's got that classic Spider-Man look, and he just looks so cool. I want to go ahead and start by talking about the mask there, because this Spider-Man does have those larger eyes, which is the way I prefer it. I'm one of the guys that likes the larger eyes on Spider-Man, but I know a lot of people will have different opinions on that. That's totally cool. Large eyes are my bag, baby, on Spider-Man, and they look really cool on this. I just love the shape of them. Now, they're a nice bright white, but I do feel, and I don't know if it's coming out too well on camera, I do feel like it could be a little bit better. I can definitely see some swirls like where the paint was put on there, so it's not as clean as I'd like it to be, but it's not bad. I'm being just a little bit nitpicky here. I really like the look of the face. I just think that looks fantastic. All of the webbing design on the red is just kind of tampoed on this time. So it's painted on, it's not sculpted, there's no sculpted line work, which is totally fine. I actually love how it looks. It's a very dark black, really stands out. It just pops off of the figure there. And for the most part, it's all really straight. There are some areas where it gets a little wonky, specifically around the muscles and everything on the figure. And there's some parts like on top of the head here where they don't line up very well. But I mean, I'm just really kind of nitpicking here. I really am, because overall, I just really like the way it looks. Got that big fat red spider on his back. He's also got the hole in his back, which is cool. Another place I'm going to be a little nitpicky, I really don't like the giant red pins sticking out of the blue arms there. I understand that they're red to blend in with the top, and this one. I kind of wish they were painted over, but yep, I'm being a little nitpicky. So I'm going to go ahead and stop being nitpicky and just talk about all the other cool things about this guy, because overall, he's a great looking Spider-Man figure. Actually is one of my favorite looks for a Spider-Man in action figure form in quite some time. So let's go ahead and run down articulation on this guy, because articulation is always important with Spider-Man. Great range of motion with that ball jointed head. Got a hinge joint there so he can look up and down. Great arm joints there. You can see he's got that extra joint there that's kind of in the chest, so the arms can go all the way back, all the way forwards. Great range of motion. Yeah! Ball joints there so you can swivel the arms. You can move them up and down nice and tight there. Swivels at the bicep. Double joint at the elbow. Swivel at the wrist, as well as a hinge joint on the wrist there. You got that nice ab crunch. You got your swivel at your waist. This is one of my other complaints about the articulation. This is as far as his legs can spread out. The hinge joints do get hindered by the sculpt there. Spider-Man, I feel like, should be able to do the splits. His legs should be able to go out a lot further. You can kind of manipulate it a little bit by twisting the leg, but it just should work a little bit better than that. Swivels at the thighs, double joints at the knees for a great range of motion there. No boot cut, which I would have liked to see also, but you do have your standard joint at the ankle, as well as a swivel from side to side, a nice rocker joint. So if you've already seen the Spider-Man 2099 review, it's definitely worth pointing out that the body itself is the same body that we saw on that figure. So articulation works exactly the same. Overall, it is very good articulation. Just a few things I would have liked to see done a little bit better. But this is where things get really fun with Spider-Man. He comes with a slew of interchangeable parts, an extra head, and a whole bunch of extra hands. And it's very easy to swap the hands out. So we got different sets of hands there. We've got these open hands, we have closed fists, and of course we have the thwip hands, because you can't have a Spider-Man figure without a thwip hand, right? And it's really easy to swap them out. They're just on little pegs here. So if you give it a nice firm tug, you'll see it's got a great little joint here, so it pops in really tight. You don't have to worry about them falling out. And it's really easy just to pop in the new one there. So we can swap in all these different hands, the thwipping hands, the fists, the open hands, and you can get a whole bunch of different poses out of this guy. And again, you pair him with a flight stand of some sort. You can get all kinds of diving through the air poses, web swinging poses. You can make it look like he's climbing up a wall or a window. You can get some great poses out of this guy. And the interchangeable hands really helps a ton. And on top of that, we've got an interchangeable head. Very easy to pop off the ball joint. And then we can pop on this new head here, which is awesome because it's got the mask pulled back slightly, revealing a smiling Peter Parker head. And it is awesome. It is so awesome. I feel like that extra head alone is worth the price of admission with this figure because it really gives you a different way to display Spider-Man, which we don't really have a lot of. So having this masked head on there, or slightly unmasked head on there, is awesome. And this is where things get even crazier, but so much fun. He also includes a slice of pizza accessory. And the pizza itself is actually like really well detailed. I mean, it's got little pepperonis on it. I love the way that the cheese is dripping off of it. So it's kind of form fit for like those open palm hands. So now we can get these poses of Spider-Man holding onto a slice of New York pizza. Why does he come with pizza? Well, because superheroes get hungry too, guys. Spider-Man's got to stop for a slice sometimes, right? I love it. I think that's such a fun accessory, and again, really adds to the whole playability of this guy and the different ways you can display him on your Marvel Legends shelf. Alright guys, it's comparison time. Here he is standing next to Big Time Hey, wait a minute. Nah, get out of here, guy. Here he is standing next to Mosquitor for no reason at all. Alright guys, in all seriousness, putting this guy alongside some of the other Spider variants we've had released over the years is a lot of fun. This is an awesome Spider-Man action figure, and quite frankly, despite the few gripes that I had about this guy, the few nitpicks, I really love him. He is so much fun, and he is probably one of my absolute favorite Spider-Man figures that's been released so far. Just the fact that you can swap out all of those hands, you can swap out the head, you even have that fun pizza accessory, all of that makes this guy a ton of fun. And I love it when the toys are fun. That's so great. So he's definitely going to be one of my new favorite Spider-Man figures on my Spidey shelf. So this guy is in stores right now. The Spider-Man Hobgoblin Marvel Legends wave did come out a few waves ago, but they're still lingering around in places like Toys R Us. This guy's been pretty easy to find, and if you're looking for a cool new Spider-Man figure, seriously consider picking this one up, because I'm telling you, he's a lot of fun. You can also check out the latest Marvel Legends figures and pre-orders online at BigBadToyStore.com. So happy hunting, my friends, and until next time.